name is Mo Dollars, or legally, my name is Maurice Farquharson. This is my brand, Lowkey Giants. I live in New York. Well, raised in New York. Spending more time now in North Carolina, Raleigh and Jacksonville. Grew up as an artist, writing music, songwriter, rapper, entertainer. I later created my brand, Lowkey Giants, because I needed something that sits alongside the music and represents the music deeper than just lyrics and videos. Lowkey Giants is the stamp and the foundation that'll keep the artistry above, because also delivers what I feel like, comfort, reinstating integrity and optimizing my characters, like a statement piece, reinstating integrity, optimizing character. And Lowkey Giants is gonna be where the next Ralph Lauren is. So in New York, the place is already congested with so many people, and there's not much room for growth from an individual or a group based of individuals. So coming down here in Raleigh, I've been granted a lot of opportunities just by conversation, and not even have to even demonstrate a whole resume. But just because of my character and how my mind is set, and also my brotherhood of my family, I've been guided to think a certain way. And Raleigh's just been interesting as far as seeing what's missing, not missing, but there is components that isn't in much of a bigger city that Raleigh is trying to adapt. And I'm coming from a bigger city, I know what those things are. One, for sure, a great place for people to come and eat and have spend good time with each other, which is Flavor Hills. That's our restaurant that we're pushing right now in Fayetteville. It's been open since January. So the ambience of, I don't want to say minorities, but minorities getting together and feeling comfortable. I'm just now learning that Glenwood was a place where people, was having fun, but we got exiled out there. Finding out that Fayetteville is accepting more growth. That's what we're here for, to demonstrate and give towards the city and the people in the community who's been missing that as well. So what's given to the environment from like allowing minorities to have the ownership and guide the creativity of what is missing, because we all don't relate to the same things, especially in a certain time zone. And if I'm not, like I said, I wasn't here from before, so I didn't know what was, and I'm now seeing the homeless people. But I had to talk with a friend, his name is Lord Fly, and he invited one of the homeless men to come inside the store. Later on to find that he's a great pianist. It's just, of course, life takes its toll, but what's missing is the acceptance of people who are being neglected. So once those people who are being accepted gets to pour out what they have inside, I feel like Fayetteville and Raleigh would be able to grow more, instead of just ignoring the fact that people are still here and wanting to do something. That's the job as self. Businesses are still selves. They had to get together as their group to come up with what they came up with. And as long as alongside my brothers, they had to get with each other first to come up with this. I had to get with my partner and come up with ideas to get with Lowkey Giants. But once that happens, we realize not everyone has the mind frame or that spark to take them to the next level. So it takes motivation or influence from someone else, maybe from a different environment, maybe from a different neighborhood, maybe from right there in their neighborhood. But it still just takes that motivation from someone else sometimes. Balancing the balance. Knowing that, all right, you have the spark, but you know you don't have finance. You might have to find some people that can help you adjust to that role. And there are people out there, little do we know, that are willing to help us. It's just that sometimes we get stuck in our heads and like, oh, it's just me, it's just it. Maybe just you, but it could be more than just two people out there and invite people to. That is definitely the way to go. It gives someone who's ever had a taste of ownership or like creative direction, how to actually start creative and directing the world of their own, or a world with their own people. Because there's only so much the government can do, or and they jumping. You know, social media had kicked in, like TikTok really did a big job on me. And during the pandemic, I gained a lot of tools of just how to be, you know, well focused on what I need to do. Yeah, actually Lowkey Giants was born during the pandemic. Sitting in the car and just realizing, like, alright, so one thing, I had a brother, my brother, he always used to tell me, boy, you need to get fly, you're a rapper, you need to do this, and I was like, it just doesn't sit well with me. I want people to be who accept who I am portraying. So, Lowkey Giants is the heart of a lion and the mindset of a goat. Everybody wants to be a goat. Everybody has to say, oh, the great, the great is this. You can't be great. And Lowkey Giants represents that. You can't. The Lowkey Giant, you don't have to be the loudest in the room. You can be just that person who handles everything. I already had a social media presence because I was always comfortable with the camera. As an artist, I was always, or even for myself, I got comfortable with just being with the camera. And from I learned other people weren't as comfortable, I realized, oh, I'm building much better. So from music, songwriting, reenactions, doing movie roles, skits and stuff like that, comedy a little bit. Lowkey Giants was able to be born with not such of a hassle. If you're not good at being in front of the camera, find someone else. Find someone who understands you. Find someone who, a person like me. Not to, you know, I won't jump ship and start promoting everyone else, but also it helps bring back, as long as I cross mix, and as long and other people have to understand cross mixing will help you build your brand. You know what I'm saying? Like us doing this interview is helping me build a brand and it's helping you build what you're building. Advice.